Hello traders, Lord Ray with HypeOnCrypto.com, your number one source for cryptocurrency technical analysis and blockchain education. In this live stream, we're going to be doing what we do every day, checking on Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all the alts, the haves and have-nots of the crypto world, the altcoin world. So guys, thanks for being here, and let's get it going. Alright guys, well, just tweeted about this a little while ago. We're kind of zoomed out on the 1 hour Bitcoin to the US dollar. And here's the thing, you're still below 50 on the RSI. You normally want to be over 50 on the RSI, right? Huge, nasty breakdown that was foreseen and had been talked about, warned about for quite some time. Formed this wedge pattern. Not only did we form the wedge pattern, we formed that nasty bearish cipher pattern. We head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, right shoulder, or left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. Broke down, bear pull, bear flag. Snap that neckline. 200 points within a 1 hour period. Pretty insane, right? That's literally what happens. We've talked about that time and time again. We kept going. We consolidated for about 4 hours and then broke to lower prices and then kept going. And now, going through a consolidation period. ITT 651. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube, man. You just dude, we couldn't do that, man. You got a question about TM in the chat in Discord, man. Thank you so much, ITT Tech. Right? You ITT Tech, Technical Institute, following us? Heck yeah, man. Sub, YouTube, Kaba. Alright, so, consolidation phase, like we said. I fear that if we keep consolidating like this for long enough, see, Asia wakes up in like 3 hours or so. I think that's when the next move's going to happen. It could, right? I mean, that's normally when the moves happen, when people wake up, right? Different parts of the world. So, like, last night, I guess all this chop happened with Europe waking up, and now everything's cooled off, and we're waiting for the next big play to occur, whether it's breaking to the upside, contradicting the TA completely, or respecting the TA and breaking down to lower prices. And so on the 4 hour, see, you get this noise here. When you go to the 4 hour, that noise goes away, so you get a clear indicator of where your bear pull starts. And unfortunately, no noise. Bear pull starts right here. I mean, I'm plenty conservative too, because you could argue and say it was up here, but we're just going to say from here to really here. That's it. $531 would be that measured move if or when we break out of this bear flag. Off a little bit. 530. We could say right here. Whatever. It's pretty much confluent with the 1272 fib extension. And this on our our targets. We hit the 382 and the 618, the most common targets for the bearish cipher pattern, but the book tells us it could go much, much further. So if this plays out, I hope it doesn't. I hope we slap TA in the face like we do sometimes. It's rare, most of the time it's news driven when the TA gets disrespected, but nevertheless it happens, and I would love for that to happen. I'd love to see it just keep bouncing. We found the bottom, OMG, right? But unfortunately that's not, that's la land. We have to be rational about our decisions, and right now we're forming a bearish pattern. So check out chat real quick, guys. Thanks for being here. KC, One Man Army, Ash. Ooh, 5 minute chart. Those head and shoulders are not reliable at all on 5 minute charts. The slower the time scale, Ash, the more significant that pattern is going to be. Can I get a sound check? Anybody? Bueller? So just let me know. TRX got it on the list, Edgar, just for you, man. Brendan, what's up, man? Hey, my alert went off on ONT. Burp. Did you hit your target? Did your limit sell fill? And did we keep going? Got it on the list, GXS, POA, ONT. Gonna cover ONT probably first of the bunch, just based on the circumstances of the conversation we had last night. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for being here, man. Jeff, the top Jesus, the top contribution, the record holder in the house. Crypto Chef, what's up, man? ZRX, got it on the list. Mob, what's goody, chat? Yeah, BTC acting really weird. You think the bulls are building a bottom? An upward sloping bottom? Having issues, lots of wicks on the 4 hour, both sides, a lot of indecision. Indecision after a downtrend like this normally means lower prices, but hey, again, we could somehow contradict that and just whatever, man. It could happen, but you have a greater chance of breaking to the downside based on the pattern development. Matthew Evans, what's up, big cat? Crypto Tiger, hey Lord Ray, good to catch another live vid. You Jesus man, thanks for all your pro work, legend. Peace and love from Brisbane, Australia. Could you? Hey, ONT already on the list, man, and dude, oh my God. Hey, we've been talking about that pattern, right? Hey, Echo Space, man, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch, man. You Jesus dude, we couldn't do that, man. You got a question about TM in the chat and Discord, man. Thanks so much, man. You cap G's, man. ONT on the list, man. Oh my God, it was an ascending triangle. We told you where to buy if you wanted to get in on it a couple days ago. It hit that level that we told you to buy at if you wanted to play it. And since then, man, that measure move. Ooh, that measure move on that ascending triangle, so beautiful. Hey, Sharon, good seeing you. Got a Vin on the list. Happy you're here. Jimmy, Juan, XLM, XRP. Ooh. Tall order, Jimmy. Juan, XLM, XRP. I'm sure multiple people would have requested that anyway. You're just doing them a favor, right? TRX on the list. K2, good thing you're here, man. Appreciate you. Probably have another drop this or next week. Great possibility with the formations, right? TRX to the moon says P. Perez. What's up, man? Storm, Gabriel? You want the Storm? I thought Storm was, you know, the old school Jesus, man. It's done, dude. But maybe it's not. What's up, Mr. Singh? You like the piano playing, dude? I didn't know you could do emojis on YouTube, man. Are we turning into Twitch? What's up, I'm Spin B? No, all hail you, dude. Appreciate your support. Just looking at chat, guys. Well, before we get into the chart analysis, we get coin requests from you, the viewing audience. Okay, this show's about you. It's about your content, what you want. All I do is analyze the coins and provide some music that's meh. It's okay. What's up, Keebs? ICX for One Man Army. No problem, man. What's up, Sebastian from Periscope? Blake, I'm doing well, man. Recharged, energized. Got a one-on-one after the stream. Excited about it. Keeps him having a great day. Are you having a good day, man? Prinzello. TRX and XRP, got him on the list. And Prinzello, for the third time, your third question, asking if I ever trade. I've said for the third time now, every time you've asked me, I've answered astutely and without any kind of disregard to your question. I've said yes for the third time now. I do trade myself, yes. Hey, Isidro, short 50%. Bear flags on crypto. That's it. They should make a song out of it, right? Let's go, let's go. Coach K, man, you getting ready for Coach Rusty? The big basketball, football, golf game that y'all are all playing each other in? Wonder who will win. Sounds good here? Awesome. Heck yeah, Rockaroo, man. Just because of viewers like you, all the contributions everyone in this chat's made, we were able to upgrade the specs on the PC. The promises I gave you on those contributions only helping the quality of this stream. That's it. And just due to that, hey, I've got a, for my mic, you hear this? I've got a mic stand coming in, right? Increasing the quality of the content constantly, over and over and over, investing, right? The money that you contribute to the stream, just for you guys. Mana, Mob, man, no one's talked about mana in so long. I know we analyzed it one live stream ago at some point, like a week ago, or just no one asks about mana anymore. Check it out, OMG for you, dumb broad. I hate calling you dumb broad. I just might just call you broad from now on. I don't know, man. TRX disrespected. Yep, unforeseen events, right, K-Hole? We talk about it all the time. Unforeseen events completely shattered old trends or downtrends, right? I'm glad. Okay, IOST, Edco. Hey, we hit target on that measured move up with the cup and handle. Wonderfully, right? Beautiful. Gail says, I've learned a lot here. We're lucky to have Hyped on Crypto. Well, hey, we're lucky to have viewers like y'all, right? Y'all are all amazing. Thank y'all so much for being here and all the support you give me. Storm's on the list, Gabriel. Porch View wants in cash. Okay, man. In cash for you. Hey, Derek, there you go. TRX. Volume through the roof. You know what that means. Big buyers coming in. That's great. Hey, we still had not ended that trend we were in. It was still holding on barely, right? We still weren't making lower lows yet, right? We still were above previous highs of that trend. One Man Army is requesting making a grounded trading video on fibs, on how to fib. That sounds like a great idea. Absolutely. I think the next one we want to work on is kind of like, you know how last night, I mean, just all the time, sprinkled throughout our live streams, we'll do risk reward, we'll do like trade setups, and we'll show you like where to buy. I was thinking about doing that next on our educational series, just because I think before anyone starts learning about Fibonacci or anything like that, they really need to have a basic breakdown of how it works and how you can be successful and what are the right steps. You know, how do you stare at a chart and measure it up, right? How do you I don't know, stack up and just analyze a pattern, and where do you buy in that pattern? Where do you sell? You know, a lot of people that don't understand pattern recognition, they didn't know we were in a bearish cipher, or they didn't know we were in a rising wedge. They didn't even know what a rising wedge was, or what would happen after that, and where the target would be after that. So, you know, where do you buy in rising wedges? Where do you buy in symmetrical triangles, or ascending triangles, or descending triangles? Where do you short, right? What are the best areas to do that, to give yourself the best risk to reward, right? That's the video we were talking about doing next. So, yeah, we'll see though, okay? What's up, Drew? Drew's kicking it. Oh, it was added on a wallet? Oh, hey, heck yeah, man. Did you remember the last time, what was that? Was it InCash that got added to the Android? Unreal, man. Yeah, it just went on this insane run. 88 for Eric. Just remember, guys, before the great FOMO, a lot of these altcoins ran up like insanely, like we saw with Tronix and Verge. Then they retraced like 85% before they went on their greatest run in the history of their coins, right? Of the charts for them. So 85% retrace. And it was quick too. It was like within the same like 2-week period where you went sky high and then plummeted 85%. So that's another reason why FOMOing is such a bad idea. Terrible idea. Get in on the trade setup at the bottom. Don't FOMO in because you think you're missing out, because eventually when you FOMO in somewhere where you're building that twig and thatch, right? Gonna shatter that within a week. What's up, Dan? Thanks for being here. We got XRP on the list. Majid wants Lisk. Sorry, we're spending a little bit more time on engagement today. You know, kind of lately I've been getting away from the engagement because we've had so many coins, and yeah, I don't know if that's the right way to do it, to get every coin analyzed that everyone requests, right? I mean, we'll try everything we can, but I feel like it's important to engage with you guys, the audience. So XVG and Inge, hey, what's up, Fun Crypto Scotty? ENJ for you, put it on the list. XVG for Nick, it's on the list, man. No, Coach K, you is the real Jesus, man. I do. It's like, nah, Edgar, no, man. Just doing TA. I've just learned all this stuff for the course of, like, you know, over half a decade. But no, I don't trade. Drew's kicking it. Okay. I Oh, that was you? All right, let me make a note of that real quick, Drew. That was you, dude. Thanks, man. Yeah, we were having issues with our new platform we're using for contributions, and yeah, everyone's coming in. A lot of people are coming in as anonymous. We had our brother John Coombs last night was getting screwed over. He like contributed like 5 or 3 different times, and it kept saying anonymous. And we finally fixed it, or we tried to anyway. So we'll get it fixed, man. Or I think we did. Going to class? No, man. No class here, man. No. I was talking about. Did I say something about class? I was saying about one-on-one lessons that I give. EOS for I'm Spin B. What's up, iSpin? Just scrolling through chat, trying to scroll a little faster. What's up, Edco? Is it possible that there is a rising wedge going on in Bitcoin? What time frame, Edco? And if it is, it's probably not very significant. I just see kind of a... I just kind of see a bull, or excuse me, a bear pull, bear flag, right? Look at the 1 hour, look at that. You got noise here, but you take it out with the 4 hour. But clearly we can see 1 wick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches on this. 1, 2, 3 touches essentially here. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of standing behind the whole bear flag versus a rising wedge. But I mean, I'm not seeing it, you know. So just let me know what time frame. But if it's less than an hour, it may not be very significant of a pattern if you're seeing that. But nevertheless, self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you're in a rising wedge, then you're gonna have you're in a bear flag. Same thing. You're gonna have the same outcome. You're gonna break this upward sloping trend line that's probably matching either way, right? So thank you, Eric. No, you're the best, man. OCN, Derek, unfortunately, Derek, remember, I think you've asked about OCN, and we can't do it on TradingView because it, look, watch, Derek, OCN, it's not on TradingView, and I know you've asked before, and I do apologize once again that I cannot look at that for you. Okay, we made it to the bottom of chat. We did it, guys. What's up with B? Yep, bear flag, Beagle, bear flag. Bear pull, bear flag. Measure move, unfortunately, if we respect the TA, we looked at the 4 hour to find out the top of the, because of the noise here, we looked for the top of the bear pull. That measure move, if we do, in fact, respect the TA, it's 61.67, unfortunately. So, yeah, 61.67, where's that? Oh, I don't know, it's pretty close to the this area. Our February lows, that kind of makes sense. But we'll see, right? Got to keep our eye on it. We will do that for you. Below the 50 on the RSI, never good. And we're not getting anything on the RSI, or excuse me, the MACD. Look at the 4 hour. Yeah, you had. Hold on, let me see what we had going on. Nah. Wow, you didn't even have, I mean, I guess you have some sort of bullish divergence, but here when you tanked, you didn't even see a negative, a spike in negative momentum, which is weird, which makes me think, I don't know if this is that reliable in this instance to be looking at the MACD and making a decision based on it. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Here's the thing, I mean, like, you know, if you kind of look at it, weirdly enough, yeah, man, people might say inverse head and shoulder stuff, slanted inverse head and shoulders, but I don't know, because I don't think so, man. Because you're not able to find buyers here. Should be going up now, if that was the case. No, I think we just have to go with it and believe that bear pull, bear flag, and measure move if we respect it. So we'll see. Let's go to Litecoin real quick, guys. Thanks for being here again. That worked. Okay, yeah, same kind of stuff, right? You got the noise here, and then all of a sudden now you're upward sloping. Tweezer double bottom. Interesting. Yeah, we got to, look, we know this 122.08 level. That is for real. Got to break and hold above that. If you break and hold above 122.08, your next target's going to be 124.07. But if you can't, look, we drew our fibs like this, top to bottom, and now let's adjust that because we finally did get our swing low. There's our swing low for real now. So wow, look at that, guys, how we haven't even made it to a 50% retrace, and we're doing this. I don't think, I mean, that doesn't look good. That does not bode well for ye, who are the bulls. Okay, just because, like, normally the way you fib top to bottom in a downtrend, okay, because you're trying to figure out to see from this breakdown, where are we going to retrace? What percentage are we going to retrace? Well, commonly, after nasty moves like this, or any kind of bear pull, right, any kind of breakdown, you're normally, most commonly, retracing to the 382 fib level, the 50%, or the 618. Currently, we aren't even able to find enough buyers to get us to the 382. We wigged up and pretty much touched it a couple times, but that's it. And we had this one retrace where we almost hit the 50%, but that didn't even count because we didn't even have our swing low yet. So the highest high we've made is about a 37% retracement from this disgusting move we've had, and the development just to me looks like some sort of bearish consolidation, bear pull, bear flag. So you know what happens if we break down to lower prices? It's going to be really, really bad. 4 hour. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like the same freaking thing, right? It's the same thing. Yeah, man. Oh, it's not stuff you generally want to see at all if you're bullish. A lot of indecision after downtrend. Upward sloping wicks on both sides. I mean, my God, man. Like, we could be conservative here and do our measure move and say this isn't part of the bear pull. Only this is the start of it. That's being conservative, and that's fine to be conservative. Your measure moves. 1332. Measure move. If it plays out, if we respect the TA, wherever we break out, measure move. 1332. Wow, man. I mean, that's the measure move. Doesn't always play out, but look, man, we're just doing what we always do on all our coins, and we have a very high success rate. You know that, being a subscriber and watching us live stream and do videos. It happens all the time where we hit target on our measure moves, and this is no different. Despite how low we are on these coins and how scary it is and how it's getting, right? That's it, man. So that measure move would be like 103.99. Hey, man, it's 99 cents, so it must be on sale, right? Yeah, that's Litecoin. We're gonna go to Ethereum now. Jeez, man. Sorry, I got all these. Look, man, we get pretty deep into the TA. Okay, we don't mess around really. Hey, yeah, inverse head and shoulders in the 1 hour. It worked out. Played out well. That wedge stuff looked good. Now it's over. Just cleaning up a little bit. Spring cleaning, guys. This one's a little more. This one's a little less developed. This one kind of looks like a 4 hour. And it really doesn't matter because what Bitcoin does, it's going to dictate what this coin does. You clearly got price contraction here. So I like looking at Ethereum and Litecoin. They do to the US dollar pair because I think, so there have been times when Bitcoin's been bearishly consolidating, getting ready for a breakdown. I've seen it where Bitcoin's bear pull, bear flagging. Litecoin has bear pulled and is like forming a symmetrical triangle, and then like Ethereum's forming they formed a bear pull and then a descending triangle. So we had each different coin had a different type of bearish consolidation pattern. So freaking cool, man. So you got Litecoin and Bitcoin currently flagging, bear flagging, and now right here you have this somewhat, you can consider it a bearish pennant. So we'll see. Made a lower high than your previous high. You're making consecutive higher lows than your previous low. So in this little pennant. So we'll see. We'll see if it plays out. Could be bad. All right. So just be mindful of what's going on with patterns. Hey, would love to disrespect this TA. I'd love to just be like, haha, Ray, man, your measured moves suck, dude. Didn't work out. It's like, well, unfortunately, you know, most of the time they do work out. Unless news. News, unforeseen events, right? Tronics, boom, moonshot. Okay, speaking of Tronics, speaking of waking back up, you know, it was down and out. It was like Rocky was on the mat or the floor. You know, he got knocked down, but like Rocky, Tronics has gotten back up. Wonderful, man, wonderful. Yeah, you're just hey. You were working on falling. Look, you fell below your 200 MA. You were working on your measured move, which was really bad, and then just getting added to a wallet. That was it. And you had the highest level. This is a 4-hour. The highest level of volume you've seen. Wow, you're matching the level of volume you saw January 17th. It's the, wow, it is the third largest volume candle in the history of Tronics on the 4-hour chart. That is insane, man. That is crazy. Wow. And, you know, you're back above the 50 on the RSI. You were overbought. Now you're okay. All right. Now you've reset your RSI. I'm sure you had a really nice spike in positive momentum. Highest level of positive momentum you've seen since this spike here, right? Just when we were down and out, guys, we made it back. We did it, guys. We freaking did it. So we hit this 100% retrace, right? Crazy, man. That's crazy, dude. So now you know, since you hit that 100% up here, you know, remember what happens when you hit critical levels of resistance. What's that resistance going to be that's critical? Your all-time high of this bull run, the critical resistance. Yeah, I'd say so. You surpassed it, and with this kind of run, exhaustion, pure exhaustion. Candle, you can't break these prices up here when you've got so many other levels that you need to mess around with first. So these are normally not able to be sustained, but hey, look, you know what you did? You bounced off this 544 support. Is we had this here. Was that 544 support? Little area over here is a previous high. We had that there, and we said that was an area that needed to be held, and we've wicked down, and now we're running back up. This is great to see. I mean, you probably make a lower high, and you might be consolidating for a little bit, or you just keep pumping. You break through this area here, you move past this, and you head on up to the 737 level. Wonderful. Wonderful, man. So maybe we want to refib here. Okay. Top to bottom. Where are we at? We hit the 886, 100% retrace from swing high to swing low down here. And if we break this 100%, 737 confluent with the 1272 fib level, which we've seen it time and time again get hit in some of these altcoin breakouts we've been having recently. So keep that in mind. Big level, 1272. Awesome, man. Tronics. Be to Jesus, keep it going, man. Maybe we'll set up an alert. So we start hitting session highs of this 4-hour candle. We'll know about it. Sounds fair, right? Okay. Tronics, looking great. News, shattered stuff. ONT, Brendan, making the big bucks, man. Why didn't it save my measured move, man? What? See what I'm saying, man? Like, remember we charted that measured move for you last night, and it didn't save. Wonderful, freaking wonderful, man. What was it? The 41? That where we are now? 41 something, right? Measure move, guys. Oh, we did it down here, right? I think we made the measure move like this. 78.49 from the breakout. Yep, 78.49. There it is. So let me redo this. Love it, man. 78.49. There it is, man. Hadn't hit that 1272 yet, man. Brendan, did you take profit, right? You took profit at this level? It's uncanny. It's crazy, right? It's so crazy. Guys, this is the measure move of the ascending triangle. We told you in the stream, we were here and we said, hey, you want to get in on this ascending triangle, this potential bullish continuation pattern? Buy here, set up a buy. We should do a lightning recap on this. Just go back and record that part of the live stream, just to show people that aren't you know, making a static video. Unbelievable, man. All right, so you've hit the measure move. You've taken most of your profit. If this thing keeps running, like it very, very well could. You know why? I'll tell you why. There's no resistance to the left. It's gone. When you break all-time highs, it's gonna be irrational. It can go as high as it freaking wants. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Different time frame. Excuse these. Talked about the momentum, the negative momentum drying up. Remember? This music sucks. Okay, so we could keep going, man. We could go to 1414. We could hit a spiral galaxy, the 1618. The golden mean, the golden fib node. Awesome. ONT. Hit target, Brendan. You did Jesus, man. So let's go to GXS. Hey, that's okay. You're still fine here. No problem, man. I know you do have a little bearish, bearish engulfing, but there is hope. As long as you stay above this level, you're okay. Just stay above and don't break down. That's all you can say. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you just completely sold off, man. Which is understandable. It's no big deal. These things happen, and again, as long as you stay here, stay above that old valid support line that was once resistance. If you stay above that, you still got a shot to keep going. I mean, this was a nice little move. Okay, come down, test again. We measured this bull pole, bull flag. We said the measure move would be up here at the 54 Satoshi level. So you do have a clear level of, a huge level of resistance right here. We're looking at is from January 12th, is the high. Another plot point here, and you're approaching it, you're getting there. But something I just love about GXS is it's higher high than its previous high, right? This was a high, we broke it. Then we came back and we tested it as a support. And never saw it again after that. Another way of seeing trend reversals occur. making consistent higher highs, higher lows. You got to get above this. You got to get to this 4161 level at some point soon, especially after this bullish formation, right? Got to get to 4161, break it, hold it, and make that trade, that 45.54. Get to that area. No one really cares after that, but nevertheless, this kind of play right here, this is great. This is the stuff you want to see for a bottom, okay? So your target, 4161. Got to get there. Don't fall below the support of this bull flag. Okay? Hope that helps. POA. No bueno, man. No bueno, right? Just in the sell a little more. Broke below it. Now you broke, now you're hooking off of your old support, now being used as a resistance, but you are holding this 4501 area, which we used as a support level. See this little wick here? You know, and these wicks here, right? So this was the reason, because it was a resistance at one time, multiple times, right? Then became kind of a support here, this double bottom, and now you're testing this level once again. So I mean, you truly need to get back above this area. You're giving validity to this resistance by hooking like that, and that's not what you want to see. You're making lower lows now than your previous lows, and you're making obviously lower highs than your previous highs. So it's not stuff you necessarily want to see if you're bullish. Okay, I don't see any form of wedge formation yet. We need to let the pattern develop a little bit more, because I don't think we have enough touches to make it a wedge. But give it some time. Maybe we see a few lower prices, and it'll work out that way. But I don't know. Let's just mess around for a second. Yeah, see, that's... You only get 2 touch points up here, and then you only get 2 touch points down there. It's not a valid wedge yet. It's not real yet, so we're not going to mess with it. So, do we have anything going on with our MACD histogram? Surely, yeah. Yeah, you got Class A bullish divergence, 100%, right? Keep making lower lows on your negative momentum while you're making lower... yeah, you're making lower lows on your negative momentum while you're making lower lows on your price action. Class A bullish divergence. It's good news. And that's what you got going for you, which is nice, right? Bill Murray, Kappa. What's our retrace from this run? Bottom to interesting, right? And that's the Dow theory, right? On runs, you normally retrace about 50% of the way on most runs. And then you have the Fibonacci, which says the 382 and the 618 are your most common areas where you'll see a reversal to the continuation of your first move, which was the bullish move. So you're currently at a 50% retrace. If you can't hold this, you're going down to the 618, 4312 area. And market makers and algos are going to see, is this where we reverse and go to the upside to go test these areas up here again? Could be. So keep your eye on that, know how to fib, and understand retracements, because retracements always happen, guys. They are always going to happen despite how bullish or bearish something is. It will retrace. You need to learn how to use your fibs, master them, so you can have much more vision. Be Tom Brady. Be the QB TA Jesus, man. Okay, that's POA. Oh yeah, guys, literally last night, talking about buying ZRX down here, literally. Oh my God, are you serious? Look at this. Measured move, oh my God. Stream sniped, freaking stream sniped, guys. TA being respected like the Jesus, man. Are you serious? Unbelievable, man. I think we did it like this. 1800 Satoshi, something like that. From the breakout, I believe. was it? Oh, okay. That's what we did. Oh, okay. Different time scale. No wonder. That. Learn something new, I guess. Don't get rid of your old measure moves because they get used as resistance. I mean, like, we're talking about this random, man. Really random area. Like, there's no real support resistance around. I mean, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta scroll up, guys. Just scrolling up on chat, checking out, gotta do that engagement stuff, right? I do not keeps. I do not do that. Jeez. AST, Wicked Trader. We'll check it out. Question mark? Hey Rockaroo, if it goes, how low can LTC go if Bitcoin goes to 6K? Like $100 or less. Like $100 probably sounds about right. Actually, I don't. Yeah, it might be $111. And then if it breaks down further, it might go to $100. Yeah, Justin got an event on the list. That's actually the literal next coin we're doing. Thomas Law, thanks for being here, man. What's up? I hate Windows. You're at work? Oh, man. Sorry about that, man. Hopefully I'm able to at least make that a little bit more enjoyable. What's up, everything crypto? Mr. Singh? Smith & Wesson Governor. Southwest Governor, right? Kappa. What's up, Raul? Sharma? Show me your portfolio. Bitcoin's consolidating bearishly, Chobo. That's what it's doing. Heck yeah, Brendan. Anytime, man. If a bear flag is confirmed, measure move will destroy 9300 resistance level. What would be the next significant resistance level? Measure move on what, Alan? Are you talking about the measure move on the falling wedge pattern? Let me know, Alan. You can PM me anytime too, you know that, so. Oh, you want me to turn the music up just a little bit more? There's a little bit more, just let me know. XVG's on the list, we're getting to that soon enough. It's kind of low down, further down there, so. Rather have Nick Foles. Nice. TA or Drunk FOMO, TRX typos. Oh, thank you, Vince. No, you the man. ZRX getting added to Coinbase. Nuh-uh. Is that for real? Is that serious, man? That'd be insane, dude. T on GVT, Mr. Singh. Southwest Governor, Cabo. GVT. Bitcoin 6K this weekend, says Chobo. Oh. Okay. Lots of hoping for. Yeah, I know. We've been hearing about the hoping thing since 17K. So, I get that, man. Definitely get that. Okay, so next coin. Ven? Yep, Venom's next, yeah. I think this was for Sharon. Yep. Not what we wanted to see. Oh, now you got some kind of descending triangle stuff on the 4 hour, nevertheless. Oops. Look at the 1 hour real quick. I mean, yeah, it just kind of seems like this would be... You don't have 2 reaction highs, so it's not a valid... It's not a valid descending triangle yet. You have an obvious buy wall, but you keep making lower highs than your previous high. It's definitely not what you want to see. See, the lower high stuff, I mean, despite anything, you do have that. I mean, man, if this breaks, not gonna be pretty. But we can't confirm any kind of descending triangle despite what we think might be going on. But look, here's the big issue with VIN right now. You know, it had that nice break, and okay, it, you know, just busted through all these levels, pumpy, right? Retraced probably 50% of the way, and then double topped really bad, and then bear pull, bear flag, broke down again. But now we found some sort of support here, some value, I guess. But it just, you don't have a wedge. Not really. I mean, oh my God, man. You'd have a wedge if you were making lower lows, and maybe the wedge hadn't played out yet, you know. And what I mean by that is, like, here's your swing high up here. You got these 2 levels, and let's say this broke down. If this was like breaking to low prices, then we could have a wedge. But we don't have that yet. We need to break this level. And so one could say that this might be going on, maybe. It's like grasping, man, and that's such a mini wedge. You can't plot up here. You gotta just go right here, man. That's like such a miniature wedge, right? I don't know. I hate the fact that this has broken down like this and is now below that key level of resistance, which was that huge falling wedge that was very good looking. Great looking wedge with a measured move at 52,378 Satoshis. But with all that being said, it's just we had this zone, this support zone, resistance zone. We just smashed through it. This old support zone now became resistance zone. We've broken below that. We tried and failed, made lower prices. So I'm sorry. I don't have many good things to say about it right now, just despite its pumpy, dumpy. So you do have forms. Okay, you do in fact have forms of Class A bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour though and look at that. You know, in the 4 hour, all of a sudden your little wedge isn't as significant. It's not even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still got a mini wedge, I guess, but I don't know, man. I think you're going to find support at some point. 35,277. If you can't hold that, you're going to lower prices, much lower prices. You're below this level, but you're above this level. Stay above this level. And see if you can break back above this upper trend line of the falling wedge. Until then, nothing but, you know, bad things to say. This could be pumpy dumpy, right? Pumpy dumpy. MACD's not really telling us anything at all, so one. Still within. Talked about this level. Huh? Remember? Buy here. Sell most here. This level, this 46 504. Yeah, you buy down here, you sell up here, you'd hit your target. I remember last night, I think we were around this area, saying if you'd have bought down here, you'd already been in the money. And look where we went, multiple times. Great looking channel. You got your resistance zone up here. You don't have to regard that. It was a one-time thing, whereas you had so many areas respected up here. But this was a great trading range. 3 times now. Great. Who cares after you hit the top here, whatever happens? Unfortunately, it seems to me we have a descending triangle pattern, quite well established. 2 reaction highs, 3 reaction lows. Textbook. You don't want to know what happens if you break out of this bearishly. That's insane. I mean, that's crazy measured move stuff. You do not want to break down there. I'm telling you, that's bad. Okay. This was a trader's coin right here. Crazy, man. Really crazy. So buy here, sell here. Wait for the bottom again. Buy here. Limit buy. Didn't quite hit. Broke down. Limit sell. Boom. Done. Yeah, you missed out on a little bit of profit. Tanked. Came back down here. Buy again. Sell up here. Boom. It's been done multiple times now. It's not always about the breakout, guys. Trading's not always about the breakout. It's most of the time not about the breakout. XLM. Bitcoin. Wait. 5 till. Okay, 5 till. Don't want to miss out on top of the hour. You're local on the 8s. Ooh. Wow. Look at that 1 hour, man. Jeez, you're gonna have a pop very, very soon. Look at that. Class A, bullish, divergence, triple MACD, bullish, Class A, divergence. You got a pop coming soon. Very, very soon. I don't know, man. You had this pattern and you just not respected. Obviously wasn't valid enough of a support to hold. So now you just have to do something like this, right? At this point. I don't know, man. Right here. And then up here. Hard to say. Use this wick here. Multiple touches. Seems about right. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Ooh, tweezer. Double bottom action. So 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. 1, 2, 3 touches. 4 touches. Quite valid wedge. I think you'll have a nice little measure move. It's not going to be that great though, right? 80 satoshis. It's not a very big move. Wherever you broke out from, you just measure, right? It's nothing, right? Not worth it, man. Some wedges just aren't worth it. But I do know, based on the 1 hour, not that big of a deal, but definitely soon we will be seeing some sort of pop. We'll probably break out of this wedge based on this triple MACD bullish divergence. You don't see it like this that often. It's really nice though to see. So big pop coming at some point. Okay, wedge with bullish divergence. Decent to see. You'll see a small pop before you drop again probably with this coin. That's it, man. Below the 200 MA, 20 just crossed over the 200 on the 1 hour, not a big deal. 4 hour. Hey, wedge still looks pretty freaking good, doesn't it? Wow. Even on the 4 hour, it's still visible. But unfortunately, with the 4 hour, you don't have any kind of divergence. The only divergence you had was that Class A bearish divergence, and look what happened, right? Bearish divergence, significant time scale, get wrecked. Get freaking wrecked. Hit target. hit target on your freaking ascending triangle, like we saw with ONT. Oh, it was right here. You want it? No. It was definitely here. 225? No, 220? 216, whatever. Something like that. From the breakout. Yeah, we measured on the 1 hour, so it's a little off. So that was our measured move, though. We hit it, we triple topped. And now here we are. And out of, you know, if you know your divergence, you know measured moves and stuff, you just know how these things work better. So I'm glad y'all are here and trying to learn this stuff. And if you want to learn more, again, I do one-on-one sessions with y'all. Tailor the curriculum to your specificity. And then we have a session, and then I record it, and, you know, with audio visual, and give you a copy so you can review it at your leisure anytime you want to go back. But yeah, it's a good place to be asking questions that you're trying to get clarification on. No, Alan's in here. He participated in that. He was in our one-on-one. So you see me have in Discord, guys. XRP? Wait, no. Bitcoin. Top of the hour, you're local on the 8s. Oops. Okay. Not much changed, you know. Hey, look, using that heart line, clear level of resistance 1, 2, 3 times now. You kidding me, man? If you want to short, and we may not even get up there again. And if you miss out, who cares? It doesn't matter if you miss out. I'd rather not get in on a trade than lose on a trade because I wanted to get in on it, right? You'd set a short up here, okay? Short position up at 69.50, 69.69 kappa. Right up here, have a little tight stop loss up here. A stop close, whatever you want to call it. So, for shorting. Short up here, sell most of your position here, move your stop down here, okay, protect your capital in case we bust back up and you're stopped out. Who cares, right? And the reason I say the shorting, right, buying in these situations, sure, you can get a good risk to reward down here, but just remember what pattern we're in, right? We're in a bearish pattern, so going long on these flags it's like a ticking time bomb. It's like at any time this thing could just, you know how sharp these breaks are. When they break out, they go hard and fast, and they run to those levels for those market makers and algos to take their profits, right? So if you're on margin, you might get wrecked. So we had on the 1 hour, we did have a form of bearish divergence, believe it or not, when we were up here. Lower level of positive momentum than this high. Yeah, but this was a higher high, so not really. Never mind. We didn't really have it, but close, man. 618 being so well respected. I mean, it looks like you had on the 1 hour maybe, or no, the 30-minute smaller time scale, some sort of head and shoulders pattern. All right, let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, look, shoulder. It was a triple top. It wasn't head and shoulder. Definitely triple top. So, oh man, if you look at the 30-minute, and I mean this isn't a big deal. Who cares, right? Oh man, we've seen this before, have we not? Yo, dog, I hear you like bear poles and bear flags. So what we've done is we put a bear pole and a bear flag within a bear pole and a bear flag. Seen that before. Wow. Be really careful, guys. Measure move puts you at breaking out of this flag. So I'm just saying it's not a very big deal, 30-minute, you know, but that's a $157 measure move if we eventually do break out of this flag to the downside. $157 from the breakout. I mean, that's like down here, man. And if you get that going, that means your measure move is going to get triggered from your real big bear pole, bear flag. It's like, what is that? That's 65.34. Oh, look at that. Look where the measured move of this little bear pole, bear flag is. Unreal. I'll show you where it is. Look at this. Look what it touches. Look at that measure move. Look where it touches. That wick right there. I mean, literally that wick to the T. You never know what you're going to find when you do measure moves. Unbelievable, man. Wow. We'll see if it plays out. See if it plays out. We'll just do this too so we don't forget. Come back and it's like, what was this again? You know, because it's the 30-minute, whatever. Okay, we have that there, so we'll know. Okay, no big deal, just 30-minute, who cares, but regardless, it's there. It is freaking there, guys. Let me, there was a time when this happened before with Bitcoin. I'm trying to remember where it was at exactly. God, we've just covered so many freaking bear pole, bear flags. I don't know, man. I can't find it. No, I tweeted about it. That's right. Right before a disgusting breakdown. We have a tweet of it. We'll find it at some point. So, see if I can find it. But this is just so it's eerily similar. Crazy enough, man. Let me see if I can find this, man. Oh man, we got the Mario music going on, dude. Scary. Is this it? Yep, found it. Look, guys. See this? You got this, you know, you got this bear pole, bear flag, and then you got this miniature bear pole, bear flag, right? And then look at the, was it the week before? No? Hey man, broke out of that. Let's see if we had that. I don't know, man. I guess not. I don't know, man. Covered in the live stream a lot. So, yeah, bear pole, bear flag. So that's eerily similar to what we got going on here, right? We can change the color of it, I guess. Oh, that's what we did the last one. So make that orange color. So, alright, gonna move on to Litecoin, cover that extensively enough. Nothing really changed, just a bunch of freaking rejection wicks from this 236. Look, the 236 is right here. It's the retrace fibs too. So, we're having a lot of issues even getting to the, we can hit that 382. We almost got there, we didn't. Similar price action. Okay. Oh. Based on that, could be some sort of wedge action. So I've used this and this as a plot point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches. So it could be a wedge, a rising wedge at the same time. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Wedge or, I mean, they're both bearish, man. Both really bearish. So, don't know what to tell you. Besides, it's following similar price action to Bitcoin. Makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, Positive momentum, just drying up. Just keep making lower levels. You're contracting on price, you're contracting on momentum, setting up for a move. Soon will be happening. Below that 50, look, bounced, bounced, bounced. Could never break above the 50, that neutral area. Couldn't break it. You sure didn't have issues with it here when you were running like this, right? I don't like it, man. Believe me, you'll know when I like it. Like, if we're in some incredible bull market, man, we keep making amazing textbook measured moves up. Ascending triangles, bull flags like crazy, like we're seeing bear pole, bear flag all the time. Head and shoulders. When we start seeing inverse head and shoulders and, you know, all those reversals, man. Well, I love it. But we're in a bear market, so we can't do that. Ethereum, nothing's changed since we analyzed the last time, right? Bear pole, some sort of either symmetrical, you know, this kind of, either way, it's a, either you want to call it a flag or a pennant. Normally symmetrical triangles are much larger in size, kappa, not really kappa, but kappa in the regard of talking about size. And also there's more time involved with symmetrical triangles than this. So this just looks like a bearish pennant. You have a downward sloping trend line and upward sloping trend line converging, and letting us know that the rate of change is getting smaller and smaller. Again, you're having issues here, right? This 20 MA is being used as resistance 1, 2, 3 times now. After, hey, look, what's this, guys? Oh man, I don't know. Looks kind of like a the same thing as bear pole, bear flag, mini action going on, kind of. People will be like, wouldn't you buy here? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm saying no because you could buy here, hoping for the contradiction of the TA, but if you respect the TA, this is just a bearish continuation pattern. It has a pretty freaking large size to it, kappa. So you'd make that measured move down. Whew. Just be careful, guys. Bearish consolidation with Asia waking up within the next few hours. So just know what's going on. Be aware that the selling may very well continue on a little later today. Okay, we've been contracting for, you know, what? Since, you know, like a day, right? We've had like a 24-hour period of consolidation. Next one on the list for the alts, the request by you, the viewers, is Storm? Yep. No. XRP, man. XRP. This one's for you, Dan. And others. Hey! Invalidated it. It's been invalidated. Look, you got head fake, too. Look at the head fake. Oh my god. So, head and shoulders, they're not technically a head and shoulders until they break that neckline and confirm below it, right? This broke, probably ruined so many people's lives that were shorting, right? They were like, look, you hit the bottom. And this is testament to why you have to be disciplined as a trader. You have to understand risk to reward. Think about it. You see these wicks? These were traps for shorts, okay? So a novice short, someone shorting here, they'd see this break and they're like, oh my god, and this is probably happening really fast. And they're like, okay, shorting, because we're FOMO shorting without confirmation on a breakout of a possible textbook head and shoulders pattern, right? So they shorted at the worst place because they were shorting low. When you don't short, you short high, right? Shorted low, FOMOing into a non-confirmed breakout. This went down, and wherever they bought, people were probably shorting all throughout here. And then we wicked up, and now look what we're doing. You got trapped if you were shorting. And that is why it's so important, if you're gonna short, to be shorting at these areas here, right? You know you had this left shoulder. You just made this huge head, crazy rejection after that. Okay, that means we know that we're probably going to at least come back up to try to form that pattern. Right? That's what happens after these huge breakdowns, right? You're going to get a retrace, right? And what kind of retrace do we get? We can easily find out, right? With our fibs. You got your top to your bottom. We had about a 50% retrace. Look, right here. And not only that, 50% retrace, which is the most common area to retrace before you break the lower prices, you also hit your left shoulder. You didn't go up higher than that. You just hit it, and from there, you could have shorted and then closed most of your position here, and then we broke down to lower prices. You could have possibly sold some more down here, just depending on. And this is a 1 hour candle, so this was probably up and down and pretty quick that it came back. So please, guys, understand if you're trading something, don't FOMO into breakouts. You could flip this chart over, and we could be talking about a bullish breakout. Don't buy on the breakout, especially don't buy on the breakout without confirmation. You buying on the breakout regardless, even with confirmation, is still going against the proverb of buy low, sell high. Okay? I hope this helps, guys. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, hit that bell, hit that sub. Yada Jesus, we couldn't do it without you. So with XRP contradicting the head and shoulders pattern, awesome. Trapped a bunch of shorts, huge levels of volume. Are you kidding? Wow. Highest level of volume seen since the 23rd of March. What was that? What happened then? Oh, yeah, huge sell-off. So, I wonder what you got going on, man. What's this, man? What are you doing, XRP? Talk to us. Okay, man. Nah, I don't like that, man. I do like that, man. It's weird. But nevertheless, it's real, right? So you have these levels, and we can move this over a little bit more. 1, 2, 3 touch. You wicked through it this time. That's okay. You got your 3 touches up here. And so every single time you hit this heart line, you used it as a serious resistance. Broke down. Came back up, using it as resistance once again. I think this is pretty valid to use to give us a better vision of what's truly going on, right? That's what you use these for, okay? Clearly having issues at that 50% level between this parallel channel. So, interesting, right? It's all about gaining perspective, guys. The best TAs are the most creative, and the ones that always play the devil's advocate. Always play devil's advocate. Hey, Metal Mindset, man. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, man. You just dude, we can do that. You got any questions about TS in the Discord? Thanks so much, Matt. Jeez, man. Let's see if we can break that. We can break and hold that. Got to break the 72.87 area. And then we got to hold above that. Then we come up here, and this is a key level of resistance. But I'll tell you this, despite everything going on with this coin and the short, small, you know, this is Earth, and this is the solar system. Hey, Daniel Carlisle, man, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, man. You just do, we couldn't do that, man. You got a question about some job in Discord, man. You just, man. So I really do like what we've got going on here with Ripple now. Okay, finally. It finally did something. We were like, okay, we were down here and we're just like making fun of it, right? We were making fun of it here too. But then it spiked up, and now it's holding above that 71.68 area that we're making fun of it for not breaking above. Now, here's the issue we did talk about. Until you break this 7287 level, which is pretty much that battleground area, you can't be quite bullish on it yet. Yes, it did make higher lows than its previous lows for the first time. I mean, you know, here it formed, it was just a bear flag here, So you're not forming a bear flag right now. There we go. You just had a bear flag, right? Bear pull, bear flag. Bear pull, bear flag. Breakdown. Now you've spiked up, and you're after this impulse, right? You now are flagging in a downward sloping fashion after this move. So after, you know, consolidation comes after moves, okay? And if the move is bullish and you're consolidating like this, this is a bullish pattern. This is good. These are things you want to see that you have not seen at all. You have not seen these things happen at all. Yeah, spike, pumpy dumpy, right? What is this? Upward sloping crap, right? Lower high, right? Yeah, you haven't been seeing anything like this, and this is why I'm very happy to see that we have a bullish move, and now we're forming some sort of downward sloping support. We contradicted a head and shoulders pattern to wreck those shorts. You're making higher lows than your previous lows. You double bottomed here. Let's keep it going, guys. Break that to the 72.87, hold above it. But the best thing of all is that we held outside of this upper trend line of the falling wedge, which was once such a strong resistance, is now being used as support. Right? Great. Stay outside of it. Break to higher prices, and let's start seeing that reversal. Let's see the bottom be set. Satoshi area. We'll make that like a pink color, because it's not a target. I mean, it is a target, but it's not like a measured move target. Those are always red or green. So pink will be like trend reversal maybe or something. Possible trend reversal if you can get above that level. And hold above it like to Jesus, man. So hey man, look, some people like gambling this way. I like going to casinos for the free drinks, right? Or at least, you know, bet on a sports game, because then you're getting like a lot of entertainment instead of staring at a chart, right? Tweezer double top. Back to business as usual at the top of a downward sloping channel. Probably the worst time to buy. If you wanted to buy, you buy down here, not up here. So we'll see probably these prices break down more. Looking at the 1 hour, I can clearly see some sort of support being formed here, which makes sense, right? Little double bottom, triple bottom, quadruple bottom. But I do see this too. Price contraction. You're keep making lower. We could do it like this. Doesn't make sense though. I don't know if you really truly have this. This isn't a confirmed descending triangle, so don't even worry about that. We're just plotting, disregarding that wick for this wick and these wicks here. Yeah, man. Like, I think you got that right there. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 times you've touched this, made a lower high every time. It's definitely a brick wall there, and you got a buy wall here holding this up. 3 times you've tested it. Very small. Okay, so you're going to very you know, low margin. Like you don't want to be messing with this, man. Just wait for it. This action is normally bearish, and not only is it bearish, it's also it being bearish kind of coincides with what we talked about with it being at the very top of a downward sloping channel, whereas that's buying here is buying high. You ever want to buy into pretty clear bearish continuation pattern at the top of a channel. Worst time to buy, man. Worst freaking time. Okay? Be the Jesus, man. Don't get caught in the storm. ICX is next. Sucks to suck, man. That's ICX for you. Hey, remember? Bear pole, bear flag. Burp. Bear pole, bear flag. Breaking down. We hit our measured move from this bear pole, bear flag, and we hit down here. So now forming another, I don't know, let's look at the 4 hour real quick, probably give us a better glimpse, less noise. Ooh, man, look how well formed this is on the 4 hour, and you're clearly just, you broke, you hooked off of it, validating that old area of support as resistance, and now you're just kind of floating out there, making lower lows. Indecision, but still very much bearish. So, like, well, where's this bear pole start? I'd say it probably starts right here. You want to do some kind of measure move or something? Right? 383? Are you serious, man? Jeez. Golly, man, no way. That's what is that? 25.96. Wow, right there. Hey man, it's possible, and you know what? It's not even ever till you make a lower low, right? And remember, we talked about at the beginning of the stream, we've talked about before. Remember Verge before it went on its greatest run ever? It had a nice huge run up like this, just like this, and then fell down just like this, but it fell like 85% of the way right before it ran up to all-time highs. So this is retraced 65% of the way. It fell below that 618, right? So it's retraced more than 61.8% of the way, and your most common places to reverse the continuation of your initial move or trend reversal would be 382, 50%, 618. We're below that now, and now we have that bear pole, bear flag, and now we're breaking out of the bear flag. Unless we contradict TA, we'll be seeing this area down here. Please be mindful and be scared. It's not stuff you want to see, but you never know. But yeah, we go with a TA, you know. All right, that's ICX. Things to worry about, definitely, if you're bullish. Things to definitely worry about. Okay, so that's ICX. Gonna go to NANO. Guys, we've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes now. The Dow Jones Industrial is currently at pretty much near the resistance. If y'all want to check real quick, let me show y'all something. This is just stock market stuff. People are like, oh my god, man, Dow Jones is like, it's coming back, man. It's a bull market again. Or it's been in a bull market, but look. It's at the top of or near right near the top of a huge downward sloping resistance, which is a downward sloping channel, right? Oops. Let's go to the 1 day real quick. So, you know, with that all, I mean, look at this run we had from swing high to swing low. Okay, we're going to do that. This is just Dow Jones. Why not? Let's do some stock market updates. Who cares, right? Occasionally we should do that. I mean, I think it's important because it is finance. So we'll do swing high or swing low down here, I guess. It's pretty much our closest low. Just do it here. It's fine. Swing low to swing high. Okay, you retrace. Look at this 618, guys. Double bottomed off the 618. Hit that 200-day moving average as well. But you hit the 618. It's one of the 3 most common areas to see a bounce back to the upside. But I do fear that this area of resistance has been respected quite well twice from its top. So you filled a ton of gaps, but in fact, remember, you still have many gaps below that to fill. Here, 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 right here. So we'll see, though. We'll see with the Dow Jones. See if we make a lower high to break down to lower prices to test this heart line again. Maybe fall below the 200-day moving average. That'd be very bad for the stock market. Okay, so people could say, "Oh yeah, man, but that's like a bull flag." It's pretty freaking steep, if you ask me, for a bull flag. It was a symmetrical triangle. We broke out the symmetrical triangle. We're touching the top of that symmetrical triangle, I believe, right now. So, yeah, that's the Dow Jones update, guys. Just wanted to fill you in on the stock market. I'm sure people would be, I'm sure people appreciate that, all right, that we would give you a glimpse into the stock market. So, anyway, we did ICX2. We're going to add that listing because we did it. Mana. Let's check on chat real quick, guys. We've been going hard, man. Going real hard. Mr. Singh, we're getting there, man. GVT. We have so many coin requests at the beginning, and then any kind of coin request later on in the stream is going to be down on the near the bottom of the list. The only way that we can fast track you are bits or contributions. That's the only way. It's not fair to the people that it's first come first serve on coin requests, right? There's your ICX, Thomas Loff. Got it for you, man. Verge is getting a Tron-like following. Oh, dude, believe me, it does. Verge has that. It has that type of... they're called meme coins for a reason. Verge and Tron are like the granddaddies of them all for meme coins. There is no meme coin like Verge and Tron. They are rivals. It's like Coke and Pepsi of meme coins. What's up, John Coombs, man? Thanks for being here, and thanks for all the contributions last night, man. You Jesus, dude. This music, man. No way, dude. BBT, we had the same. No, it was BAT. BAT was like this too. It head faked pretty bad, and then came back and broke back out. And we talked about when you get towards the end of these triangles, you know, your risk reward starts getting very, very skewed. So you want to be buying in on the triangles halfway through, something like that, because triangles are normally breaking out to the upside downside between 50% to 75% of the way. They normally never go all the way. They can, but they just, it's rare that they do. So the fact that we failed like this, hey, Tomslav, man. Thanks so much for the bits, man. GG's, man. Good do that. You got a question about TAs in chat and Discord? What was once such a strong level of resistance has been broken and is now being used as support, giving validity to this trend line. If you can hold and stay above this level, that would be tremendous. That would be quite tremendous. Okay. Oh man. Oh boy. Alright. It's a 4-hour candle, maybe like 3 hours plus, but you really need to stay above this level for a while. Because these levels, man, I'm telling you, the gravity is so heavy. Get pulled right back in with a false breakout. Get you holding the bag, man. But here's the thing, right? You're not trying to buy up here. You're trying to buy down here. The lower levels, right? So I think you have like a miniature symmetrical triangle too within. Yeah, it's kind of like this, I guess. Right, something like that within your price contraction. Broken it, but yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll set up an alert on mana, breaking development with mana. We've broken out of a 7-time touch resistance from the all-time high. Pretty freaking significant, if you ask me. Okay. Great news, guys. Let's keep it up on mana. I've got an alert set up. Sweet, man. I hate that, man. You're already making, on the 4-hour, you're already making bearish divergence. Really, man? Look, God, it's so annoying, right? You made a high here, with this level of positive momentum, and then when you made a higher high than your previous high, you've already made lower levels of positive momentum. Now, to say, if we keep running, we could easily break above this. All it takes is one nice spike up, okay? So just keep that in mind. That is a variable that you do want to consider and think about with mana. Okay? And here it is. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the other way you want to look at this, I know it's just something you got to do, man. I like extensively covering these coins. I don't want people to be getting misconceptions or false realities. Okay, that purple line is where if you can break and hold above that 1018 area, 1118 area, excuse me. If you can break and hold above that level, that's where we could be seeing a possible trend reversal, okay? But you have to break it and hold it. Look, we tried twice. We couldn't do it because it was a previous high. It was a very well-respected level of resistance. We broke it twice, but we failed twice. You saw what happened after we failed. Boom, boom, breakdowns. We're going to probably test it again, especially if we hold this breakout, and time will tell. Will we do it? Will we rise? Will we reverse the overall trend of this coin that we are in, the correction that's been going on since the 9th of January? We're going to find out, okay? Not making lower lows anymore, right? Making higher lows, good stuff. That's step one. That's one step you have to make. Reversing your overall trend, you got to take it one step at a time. One candle at a time, guys. One resistance, one support at a time. Don't make. So this green line should be purple, because this purple line, remember we talked about purple, we're now going to start considering the purple line where we reverse our overall trend. That's what we're going to start doing. The white lines are just going to be trend lines, battleground areas, whatever, supports, resistance, and then the purple line is going to be, or magenta, whatever you want. The only issue I see a little bit, which isn't that big of a deal, is you're just, I mean it is, but something to consider, you are in overbought territory. See this? Remember last time Kramer, the Jesus Kramer? Remember Kramer on Seinfeld, and he's driving the car from the dealership, and he's like out of gas, and he's seeing how far he can go? Okay, this was Kramer, this was a Jesus Kramer, man. This is when we just plummeted. Look at the huge drop we had in price when we got to these levels on our RSI. Look at this. Okay, when you pump like this and you approach after your pump, when you're approaching critical levels of resistance that have been tried and failed to break so many times before, well, it's just really one wick we failed. You normally have what we call exhaustion moves. This is an exhaustion move. If you move so high so fast, you get so extended on your RSI, you get extended from your MAs, you don't have the juice and the power to really break and hold above this level. Now, market maker is going to market make, but the fact remains, until you break and hold above this level, the trend is still bearish. Has to be. That's it. So 1390, break and hold it, and then we'll talk about the next levels after that, okay? OMG, possibly turning things around. Highest level of volume we've seen since January 8th. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. IOST was next on the list. We've been going 1 hour and 45 minutes now, guys. Thanks for being here on the ride. Discover TA in these live streams. Hit the measure move. We have not seen it once again. We've not seen it ever again since we hit it. How do we do that? How do you do cup and handle? How do you find targets on cup and handles? Pretty much from like the bottom area right here. Not this bottom, pretty much right here. From the top of the bottom, if that makes sense. And then you measure to the neckline of the cup and handle. It's right around here. 121 Satoshi move. Measure from the neckline. Hello, Bueller? Is this the John Wayne Jesus, or is this measured move? Might be both. Seriously, might be both. Insane levels of positive momentum. No divergence. No divergence. You had some. You had definitely had Class A bearish divergence here and here, but we saw it. We saw the move down. The impending reversal we broke down. But then news came out. And then boom, we came up and we wicked and touched this freaking measure move like to Jesus, man. The TA Jesus, dude. Unbelievable, man. Unfreaking believable. Let me take a look at chat real quick. What's up, Sherbin? Thanks for being here, man. Tomislav. You're welcome, and thank you for your support, and thanks for being here and watching, man. No, Mr. Singh, you're awesome, bro. XVG unit, yep. SGC 1987. Hey, man, were you born in '87? Me too, man. We did Jesus, man. XVG's on the list. Ah, man. Got like 4 more coins till XVG. Got Incash, ADA, Lisk, Inge, and then XVG. Hey, it was one of the last coins requested. Sorry, I just sometimes it's like that, man. Pivx? Oh god. Yeah, we can look at Pivx. I think we looked at that yesterday. It was kind of weird. Jens wants South Carolina coin. Sia coin. Omar always used to ask about that. So measure moves hit, targets done. Trade should be over. Incash. Definitely disrespecting this this channel, but maybe not. Maybe just head faking a lot. Hitting this resistance, this 407 resistance, man. Verge losing 56K in a minute. That's not that much, right? Comparative to the overall market cap or currency, right? What's up, Web Advancer? What is? I'm guessing what? I guessed what? So, okay, you know, with this being disrespected another time with the double, triple top up here, you've broken back within this channel again, and it's an upward sloping channel. So, you reject these levels that many times, very, very good possibility you're going to see lower prices. You're going to be breaking down to the bottom. So what happens? You reject. Look, you double top. Shame on me. Okay, not enough sellers. Okay, we're going to try one more time. Fool me twice. Shame on you. We're going to see lower prices. So I don't know though. I mean, nice. Yeah, we don't have the. I haven't got. I mean, I got this computer like 2-3 days ago, and so I haven't gotten Thinkorswim set up yet. So I'll get that set up. We'll work on something. But after what happened with the March Madness, man, we're a little. I'm a little PTSD on anything, right? That has to do with possibly, maybe, conflicting with YouTube's user agreement crap, copyright stuff. So hyped on crypto. Hey, Bacardi man, thank you so much for the $5 contribution, man. You just do. We couldn't do that, man. Something's wrong with our, like always, something's wrong with our whatever we're using now. We're using Streamlabs. I don't know what it is now. Bacardi man, thank you so much, dude. You just, man. And again, any contribution you make only increases the value and quality of the content we produce. So thanks again, Bacardi. Thanks, I'm Matt, for the 500 bits. Thanks, SW Governor, for the $10. And Thomas Law, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Those are the contributors of the day. So Bitcoin's still within that flag, still having issues with the heart line of that flag. This one's having issues with the upper trend line of that. So it's in cash, man. I don't know. Still weirded out by it, having a lot of issues. I wouldn't be buying right now. Okay, we've got 8 minutes to the top of the hour. ADA. Excuse me. ADA, man. No bueno, man. Not the stuff you want to see. Hey, you still, when we talked about, you still held above this flag. We just moved it down. You held above the 2071 area. We said it was very important. Had to do that. Don't head and shoulder, though. Do not head and shoulder. If you're going to run again, you better freaking break and hold above this 2281 area on this run. If you don't, I fear, if you look at the 1 hour, you know what's happening. Oh, man. Kidding me, dude? Oh, God. Why did it not let me grab this? You got something like that going on. That would suck. But don't head and shoulder, man. Technically broke a neckline anyway, right? Here. Yeah, so you break that neckline here and it's tanked. Happens. It does happen, man. So just be careful. I don't know. It's not. Look, you're still like fine because you're making. If this is the low, you're making higher lows than your previous low, higher low than your previous low. Now, you're not making any sort of higher high. Not at all. But what you might be doing, maybe. Something like this. I can see that, right? Hey. Got a symmetrical triangle going on. 2 highs. 3 lows. I could see that. Hey, best time to buy is down here. Best time to buy. Buy here. Stop loss here. Sell up here. Sell most here. Move your stop loss up. If we break to the upside, boom. If we break down, you get stopped out after taking profit. So on a failed trade, you win money. You get money. Stop loss down here. I mean, look, you know, it's not the, it's pretty, you know, contracted, right? The move's gonna be happening at some point anyway, so. There you go. But again, like, you should have bought here, not here. Already you're skewed buying here. You have to buy at these levels. So you say you bought down here, right, where you were supposed to, and you could have moved this up, and you could have been looking at a 3.52 to 1 risk to reward. Would have been great, man. But now all of a sudden you buy here, you don't have the risk to reward that you want. You do not have it at that point, so it's going to be less than 3 to 1. And you have, on the 1 hour, you do have bullish divergence, but it's the 1 hour, so it's not really that big of a deal. That means the move you make could just be a lower high and you break down to lower prices, so careful. A lot of things to consider, okay? Stop loss. Lisk, wait, the retail, let's just go to Bitcoin. Guys, we've been going 2 hours now on our live stream. 2 freaking hours. Analyzed a ton of coins, all requested by you, the viewers. So thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. No change really. It's a consolidation period, so you're not going to get much action. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you could break to the upside, touch up here, short here, position, short entry, tight stop loss, and then ride it down, sell some here, and see if we can break to the downside. And if we don't, move your stop up. And if we break to the upside again, you get stopped out, you make profit on a failed trade. Amazing. 1 hour. Can't get above that 50, having issues, lots of issues. So, I don't know. I just see lower prices in the near future, possibly, from the patterns being developed. So, where is CNBC Fast Money? I don't have everything downloaded yet. I didn't even think about it. So I won't be able to, if anything, I would only be able to have the audio. Okay. Let me check, see what I can do. Where's the app, man? Give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to do this for you so you guys can enjoy this. Good God, just give me the freaking program, the platform to download. Where's the freaking download for it? I don't know, man. It's not a... So I'm going to go through all these hurdles, security questions and all that. Hold on. Oh, I don't. If I lose viewers, oh well. Oh my God. You know, we're 2 hours in anyway. We're close to being done anyway. So, trying to get something set up for you guys that don't want to get that fast money. I'm trying to do it as quick as possible. So, here we go. Found it. Okay. Downloading the wizard right now. Shouldn't take long. Trying to get that five, you know, someone said 5 minutes, so I'm trying to get that. Hey, K1 Cater. K1 Cater. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. You'd Jesus, man. We couldn't do that. You got any questions about TS in the chat and Discord? Thanks so much, K1 Cater. Thanks, dude. Jeez, man. It's taking a minute. No, we have not done XAG. I guess let's go to real quick. I mean, look, you know, Litecoin and Ethereum. I don't want to get lazy, but that was Bitcoin. Litecoin doing the same thing. Consolidation phase, pretty much upward sloping price action after downtrend signifies most of the time bearish consolidation. Your positive momentum is just drying up. Not good there. So it can't stay above the 50 on the RSI. So nothing's changed. Bear pole, bear flag on the 1 hour. Positive momentum is drying up. So that's it. Let's go to Ethereum. Hold on, guys. Downloading. It's installing the updates right now, guys. So almost there. Almost done. Tuning in, we're trying to turn on the audio for the English one. One sec.
We were talking about this last night. You know, we're going to get into earnings season next week. We're going to have a lot of the banks. And then, you know, a lot of analysts or a lot of strategists we've heard over the last couple of days are saying, well, that should be Q1 should be really good. And hopefully we'll see some good guidance. And that should kind of give some stabilization to some of these names. When you have companies like Lennar that were unchanged yesterday, they do their conference call, and they close up 7-8%. That's telling you something there. So to me, I think this is one that you can trade it.
Nice.
There you go.
The other interesting point about this is that its revenues are domestic revenues. So if we're worried about a tit-for-tat trade war, maybe
they do use materials
inputs.
that, So just so I understand, the term trade it means buy it, right?
Yes.
We have to rhyme it. Buy it or fade it doesn't work.
Buy it or fade it is
Karen
not
doesn't
as
like
good.
to trade it, first of all,
I'm
to
not,
be clear. It's
I'm not a huge
oxymoronic
trade it, but I actually like this one. So that would be a trade it.
Well, it's funny because 32 and I did this on the closing bell yesterday. We talked about their numbers.
David Seaberg.
That would be David Seaberg. And what I pointed out is year-over-year demand, 30%. Also, their incentives as a percentage of revenues are down 5.4%. They're not giving houses away. Folks, housing is strong.
Oh, wow. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just was talking about. Hold on a sec. Sorry, we're just working on something. Yep. Yep, muted. I'm sure I hear. Yep, you're muted. Yep. No big deal, man. Okay, so. Okay, we're good now, I guess. We're good? Okay, cool. Alright, so, got 30 minutes till a one-on-one, so, they better hurry up. They better not just wait till the end of the freaking program. I don't understand why. Like, they wait. It's crypto. It's like, you know, underground still. Most people don't care about crypto. You know, the majority of people, so, ooh. She's using that 20 as a support. Look how many times you wicked off the 20. Go Ethereum. Bottom, top, symmetrical triangle, or pennant, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it kind of looks just like symmetrical triangle. I don't know, pennant, symmetrical triangle, whatever. Either way, price contraction, rate of change getting lower and lower. So. Okay, sweet man. Pretty meh. Oh, the Twitter. Sound is back. Oh my god, we did it. Coinbase adding Bitcoin forks, Kappa, and then they lose like 80% of their value after they're added. Right, Choba? Or, yeah, Choba? Anticipation for what? You know, like, does that mean like most people are crypto people and once it's aired, then they're going to stop watching? I hate that. Music too loud. Sorry. Hold on. I turned it down. Let me know. Is this too loud? Is this good? No, we haven't looked at Pivx. XRP broke trend, Taro. Pivx, then we'll look at XRP real quick. Yeah, man, it's looking nice. Haha. for the first time. You haven't done this ever, right? Since you fell down, any body of your candle's never broken above this horizontal line. But now this one did. That is unique about this. And so you tested this old area of resistance as support, and now you're pumping, but you do still have areas of resistance up here. There it is, touching 6,000, breaking the 6,000, making a new high, busting, man. Oh, here we go, man. Ooh, Pivx, guys. Sorry. Alert saving failed. What? Hello? Could you save my alert, please? There we go. Now we're good. It was Nothing Burger sharing. It's a commercial right now, and they didn't talk about crypto at all. So, you know, they'll probably do it like they always do at the end of the freaking stream. So. A long song. Ooh, look at that, man. A lot of volatility right there, guys. Pivx nevertheless. Breaking out of that ascending triangle stuff, right? I mean, honestly, ascending triangle stuff, if there isn't resistance met, and if this is clear, man. So yeah, 972 measure move from the breakout. That's your measure move right here. What is that at? 6,700 Satoshis, 6,777. That's it right there, man. That's the measure move. Seriously, it's higher than this wig. I know that's going to be resistance, but I'm just saying, if you respect the TA like ONT did after a breakout, after an uptrend and then an ascending triangle, if you did respect the TA and didn't, look, you got to close above that area, that second pink line that you're now using as resistance. False breakouts can occur, man. They very well can. They're more common than real breakouts. So time will tell. We got 2 hours and 45 minutes left on this candle, and we'll find out. We will truly find out, man. Oh, did chat break again? Yeah, Daniel Devo, Bitcoin's probably going to be going down. The measure move. If we respect the TA, Daniel, we'll be seeing around the 6,100 area. That's our next target. If we, again, if the chart patterns that have formed follow through, instead of contradicting the, if we don't contradict TA, then we'll see 6,100-ish level. So. Micron gets slammed. Dang, man. Sub 50 now. Wow. Look, guys. There's nothing I can really do. just based on the fact that I've got a one-on-one in 15 minutes, hour-long one-on-one. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, just hit me up in Discord. I'll tailor the curriculum to you, to your specificity, and then you'll learn a lot. Those one-on-ones. So just hit me up. Okay, so gonna go. I gotta take care of this time. We're just running out of time, and you know, CBC wants to be ridiculous and not talk about crypto till the end. So nothing you can really do about that, man. Yep, my chat broke again in Restream. It's broken once again, I think. Coinbase, yeah, a few moments means the end of the show. It means like 30 minutes plus, right? What do they have? Yeah, they have Bitcoin price. And I hope it's next, but I'm gonna try to stay on as long as I can. I mean, it's good. I've already got like most of the curriculum set up for our friend. Okay, breaking back out above that key level of resistance. It's great that you've already disrespected that level. That's good. I'm gonna see that again. Okay. Thank you, Beagle Dog. No, you the man. Wonderful. Wonderful. You've broken your highest high of this bull run. You've done it. Wonderful. The bull trend continues, guys. Oh, my bad. The volume spike you had was very, very high. Look at these levels of volume. You don't think this trend has reversed? You are out of your mind. Look at that bearish divergence, and then you broke it. Haha. So now our previous high, let's see what we're doing. We're matching, so we're making class C, and if we break to higher prices, we make higher momentum, then we're good. But if we stop our positive momentum, we top out here, that means we made class C bearish divergence, where you had a double top on your momentum levels and you made a higher high than your previous high. That's class C. There we go, man.
It might have something to do with the tax man. Let's get to Seema Modi back at headquarters for more. Hi, Seema.
Hey, Melissa, you're right. People are calling it the cryptocurrency crush. All of the major cryptocurrencies negative on the year after gaining over 1,200% in 2017 and getting to the $20,000 level. Bitcoin has fallen below $7,000, down nearly 50% this year. Both Litecoin and Ethereum sinking 47% and 45% respectively. Bitcoin Cash and Ripple both lower by more than 70%. So what's behind the sell-off? Analysts say regulatory concerns, crypto hacks, and taxes. In fact, Fundstrat's Tom Lee said earlier on Squawk on the Street that the losses have been amplified by investors who are selling their crypto holdings to pay taxes on their capital gains from last year.
We just published a piece just looking at what do U.S. households owe for capital gains on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency profits. We think a low estimate's around $25 billion, which is almost a 20% boost to what the IRS tax receipts will be for capital gains this year. So it's a huge amount. But for the cryptocurrency market, that's a huge amount of outflows. I don't think we've ever seen that in a single year.
April 17th, less than 2 weeks away, tax experts are warning investors that regardless of the amount of gains, if you mined, invested, or used cryptocurrencies in 2017, make sure to report it to the IRS. But as soon as tax season ends, Tom Lee expects selling pressure to ease and cryptocurrencies to rebound. Melissa.
All right. Thank you, Seema. Seema Modi back at headquarters. Well, Seema just detailed a number of different cryptocurrencies, but perhaps a simpler way of looking at it all. The Coinbase Index. It's basically the Dow of the crypto world. It tracks 4 of the biggest currencies that trade on their platform, and now you can access that on CNBC.com. The man behind it all is Fast Money friend and the president of Coinbase, Asif Hirji. Now, Asif has a big announcement to make. We will get to that in just a few minutes, but we do want to start off with the overall environment because, Asif, it has been a pretty tough one. So we just had this report about taxes and how there could be some selling because of that. Is that what you're getting from your clients?
I've certainly had some clients, for sure, who've contacted us to do large selling because of tax. That's absolutely going on. Is it the main cause of what's happening? I'm not sure. I think there are potentially other causes too. I personally get comfort in the fact that this correction has happened 4 times in the past, right? So if you look back at history of say Bitcoin, which is the longest running asset, there's been 4 times where it's corrected by 50% or more, and each time there's been either 6, 9, or sometimes 3 years between that and when it got back to the peak. So we've seen this before. Not that history is necessarily predictor of the future, but whether it's tax, whether it's something else, this is inherent in the asset class. It runs up a lot and it corrects, and I personally am not surprised by that, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came back pretty strongly.
Do you get a sense that crypto investors or crypto traders are traders who also like to trade stocks in a volatile environment? And I'm asking you this because in 2017, we saw a huge run-up in the price of cryptocurrencies across the board, and it was a very low volatility year.
Yep.
Here we are in a period where volatility has really picked up, and maybe just coincidentally, we're seeing cryptocurrencies trade lower.
Sure. I do think that active traders chase volatility, and as we talked about in the past, they chased asset classes. So it went from equities to options to futures to now crypto. I do think crypto is still the most volatile asset class out there at the moment, and if you're an active trader, that's where you're going to be. But I think there's another big trend that's coming, which is it's maturing as an asset class, and you're seeing investors come into crypto. Hence the index that we talked about the last time I was here, and then we also talked about the index fund that we've got going. And that I think you'll see more and more investors. You've seen more institutions in the space than ever before. It is maturing, and so I don't think it's just for the active trader.
So you mentioned the index fund, and that's something as you have more mature investors come into the space, do you expect that to be vol dampening? So you basically have investors who maybe don't know how to trade a currency, and they're trading in a very volatile fashion, but they can look at the NAV of your index and they can go in and they can have that exposure.
I think it will dampen volatility to some extent. I think the rise of futures has already dampened volatility to some extent. I think the rise of these investor vehicles will do that. By the way, we've had tremendous take-up on the fund, well beyond anything we were expecting. And I know people are asking about when can I get in. We will launch it shortly, being very soon. But we've already got initial indications of interest. We've already got the initial customers signed up, and touch wood. There's no wood here, but touch wood. It's been well beyond our expectations, and so we're very pleased about the fund. It's confirming what we thought, which is there's actually more demand on the investor side than there is on the trader side.
So that's the question, Asif. What is holding back a big institution in Boston, the typical ivory towers that everyone likes to court? What's holding these guys up?
So a great question. I think the biggest thing is where and how do you custody it? This is not like any other asset class. This is a very significantly complex asset. If you think about just the complexity of trying to custody it, to keep it secure, to deal with airdrops and deal with forks, which are effectively corporate actions like dividends or stock splits, that's not easy stuff, right? And we've been doing it for longer than anybody else. We announced that we were launching a custody product. I'm delighted to say today that we are taking on board our very first clients. These are some of the biggest names in crypto that you can imagine. And so it's an institutional offer. It is exactly the kind of thing that an asset manager would need if they wanted to get into the space. And so when we and others who I'm sure will follow show up with a qualified custodian legit offer, you will see more asset managers enter the space. But custody is where the biggest bottleneck is at the moment.
Let me ask you, you talked a little bit about dampening volatility. We have futures now where you do have the ability to be short, at least at the Bitcoin anyway. Is there going to be the ability to be short your basket? Or how, I don't know what the instrument will be.
The actual index, yeah. I would expect that there will be. So our market data already powers the futures that are out there. And I would expect that you could use our index to create a basket future, just like you would for any other asset class. And that's in fact that's why we put it together. It's why we've actually released it in the public. We want people to use it to use it for things like futures or things like funds or things like volatility instruments like options. Right? I think all those things will come. They have to come if this asset is going to mature. They have to come.
You've come here to make a big announcement. What is it?
So we have. I'm really pleased to say that we're launching today the Coinbase Ventures Fund. So this is our vehicle. It's where we're going to invest off our balance sheet into crypto companies. And let me stress, companies, not currencies. Right? We will invest in companies that are in the space where we feel like they're aligned with our mission and aligned with our values. These are going to be seed stage investments. We're very fortunate that Coinbase has been a great place for a lot of entrepreneurs to come already. We've already had a number of alumni start great companies, and we have a number of entrepreneurs who come to us to start their companies within Coinbase. And so this is a natural part of our evolution as a company. And so you'll see the fund, you'll see its first investments. In fact, they're going out this week, and we're super excited about the fund.
How do you delineate between a company that is a company as opposed to a cryptocurrency or a coin? I mean, for instance, Ripple is a company. I mean, they have a platform, but they also have a. Not to bring up Ripple constantly with you because it feels like we are. But that's a prime example of a company that has a platform, but it's got XRP. Right. And so by investing in that company, if you decide that you wanted to add that to the platform, it's sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
There is. That's a great question. It's exactly one of the reasons why we've said we are not investing in currencies, is because we don't want we don't want even the appearance of a conflict of interest, right? So we are going to invest in early stage companies, primarily around founders that we know, the part of the alumni network or part of that group, who are building what we think are compelling businesses that move the mission forward of a more open financial network. And by giving them capital and access to our expertise, we hope that they will grow great businesses. It's not about investing in the token. It's not about trying to line up tokens that we would later put on our exchange. It's really about trying to help the ecosystem mature.
How big is the fund? How big do you think the fund will be as a percent? I mean, as a percent of your business. How should we think about it?
Yeah, I don't. It's going to be de minimis in terms of our profitability or our returns. We hope to do good and do well, but it's already off to $15 million in the first instantiation, and it'll grow as we grow over time.
And I think I know what your answer is going to be, but. When's the next token coin going to be added to Coinbase? I have to ask you that.
No, you have to ask me that.
I mean, another one in 2018, I would imagine.
And you have to answer it a certain way.
I have to answer it a certain way, which I can't talk about any specific tokens because that would be material non-public information. Sure. But the general answer I can give is, look, we are, from the very beginning, we have said we are on the right side of where the regulations are. Okay, so we've always tried to play within the regulations, be the white player in the space that's full of a lot of gray, if not black. You cannot then list things for which there's regulatory uncertainty because that doesn't fit with our mission. So the assets that we do list have all had some amount of regulatory certainty around them. As soon as there is more regulatory clarity than there currently is, you would expect us to start listing more assets. And I think the way you should think about it is we made an announcement about ERC20 tokens. Okay? The way you should expect is our custodian will basically handle everything. In an equities world, that's everything from the blue chips all the way through the pink sheets. In the crypto world, you'll have the same thing. So the custodian will handle everything. Our exchange will handle a subset of what is on our custodian, right? You will see that traded. Our broker will allow you to trade a subset of what's on the exchange, what's suitable for you.
Sure.
Okay. And the asset manager, the fund, will have a subset again of what's on the fund, of what's on the exchange. That's the way you should think about it. So we will bring up assets first on the custodian, and then they'll come to the exchange, and they'll come to the broker, and they'll come to the fund. That's how you should think about it. Hopefully more this year, but that depends on regulatory clarity.
Do you feel like right now you're listing all of the coins that you can that have regulatory certainty?
Yes.
So all the other coins that are not listed currently, you think there is regulatory uncertainty?
Correct.
Okay.
We are not in a position where we would look at them and say, there's sufficient clarity that we can list them.
Right. Okay. Asif, it's great to see you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for inviting me.
Asif Hirji of Coinbase.
Some really bullish stuff there. For the asset class in general, BK has been talking about this institutional wall of money that may be coming at some point, which is obviously be very supportive to prices. What he just said, they're going to work. They're working on the custodian. They're working on indexes. They're working on all these frameworks that the regulatory environment can kind of get around, and they understand these products, or they're very similar products that have been kind of built the same way. So when you think about this, we're in this low vol period. It keeps going lower. It may continue to go lower. That doesn't mean that there's going to be less volume or anything like that. And ultimately, when institutions get comfortable around the infrastructure around it, they can hold it and they can custodian it. That's when I think the bull case takes off, and it could be some point in the second half of this year.
Well, I'd love to know what the next one will be.